Good morning, Patrick. How are you today? Great. Good to hear that. My name is Rebecca. I'm your nurse practitioner. I'm going to do your cardiovascular and peripheral vascular examination. If you have any questions, if you have any concerns, don't hesitate. Just ask me, and I'm more than willing to give you answers. Let me clean my hands. So, let me look at your jugular vein and your carotid. So the jugular vein, this is a young man. So you will see the pulsation. You see the pulsation, and it's more prominent here. It's not too, and it's not enlarged. In some cases, you will see enlargement of these arteries, but yours is not like that. So I feel the pulse right down here. Okay. And it doesn't have to measure more than 3 centimeters. If it is that big, then you know there's an issue. Anything less than 3 centimeters is okay. So I'm going to also palpate the carotid artery, and this is the vessel that supplies oxygen to your brain. So I don't want to palpate up here, no. And also I don't have to do the two together, because that will cut the oxygen blood supply to your brain, and we don't want that. So let me feel for the carotid vein, the amplitude and the upstroke of it. It is pulsing well. Let me do the other side. Okay, that's good. So now I'm going to inspect your chest to see any ventricular pulsation or anything that is deviation from normal. I'm looking, okay? I'm looking at your chest wall. See how it is rising and falling with your inspiration. Okay. There's nothing that is abnormal on your chest inspection. So the next step is going to be palpation. I'm going to palpate the chest for any abnormal sounds like trills, highs, and lifts. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to palpate the landmarks where we have the valves. So I'm starting from the second intercostal space, and that is where we have the aortic valve. I'm palpating. Okay. Then the opposite second intercostal, the left second, is where we have the pulmonic valve. To the third intercostal space is where we have the Eps point, and the fourth intracostal space is where we have the tricuspid. I will move down to the mid-clavicular line on the fifth intercostal space, and that is where we have the mitral valve. And that is the same point where I can feel for your pulse. So let me see. Yes, there you go. I can feel for your apical pulse right here. And I'm counting. The normal apical pulse for every individual, matured or an adult, is between 60 and 100, and yours is 66, so it is normal. All right, so now I'm going to do the peripheral examination, and I'm going to feel for the warmness of your upper limbs. Yeah, you are warm to touch. And then at the same time, I will do your capillary refill. Capillary refill. Yes, it's less than 3 seconds, and that is what is expected. All right, so do your other arm for warm. Okay, so you are warm, and the capillary refill is less than 3 seconds, so it is good. Now, what is next for me to do is to do auscultation. Okay, so on the auscultation, I'm going to auscultate the aortic pulsation to feel if there's any bruise. I'll move on to the iliac, to the renal, and then the femoral artery on both ends. Okay, so now I'll move on to the lower extremities. Okay. It's warm. Let me look at this. Feeling for any edema? There's none. Okay. Let me check your popliteal pulse with both hands. I'll go into the popliteal fossa. And I can feel it. All the pulses here. The pulses are great, and there's no edema. I don't see anything abnormal. So I will say all is well. So do you have any questions for me? No. Okay, if not, then I will see you for your cardiovascular exam. Okay, so what time you say you come in tomorrow? Oh, I'll come 10. Okay, 10. I'll be waiting for you for your lungs and your respiratory also exam. Okay. Thank you.